I'm Farooq Mohandes. I'm actually 19 years old. I was born in Syria, in a city called Aleppo. I have been plumber for around 9 years. I started working when I was 11 years old with my dad. Actually, Aleppo was so nice city. I really enjoyed to live in Aleppo when I was a child, but now it's like a little bit not good. The worst day was when the first bomb came in our area, in our suburb, and we went to the street and we saw the blood and some of the people who doesn't have a head, or he lost his arm, or he lost his leg. Most of them, they didn't live anymore. Sometimes I can't sleep because I'm thinking too much about that, but I just try to forget all of that and forget all what I saw.
A lot of the students that are here at Northlake are very newly arrived to Australia. They've been living in a war zone, they've dealt with refugee camps, they've been through an incredible amount of trauma. And while they're extremely grateful and happy to be here, at the same time this can be the most traumatic time of their life. They feel isolated, and some of them for the first time in their life will think about suicide. I actually saw First Hike Project on social media, so I made contact with Neil.
First Hike Project aims to introduce newly arrived people who haven't experienced the bush, to the great outback that we've got. We're going to come pick you up tomorrow at 7 o'clock. I spent the last 10, 11 years in construction, heavy industry, mining, very far from any of the refugee/settlement services. Have a good sleep. Give that about 20% chance of working.
Neil is a breath of fresh air. He's had no professional experience in the area. He's just a guy who loves the bush.
That's funny, that guy's cancelled twice. Might be a little bit too scary for him. There's a couple like why would you want to sleep in the bush? You know, like why would you want to do that when you've got a bed at home?
How long have you been in Australia? 1 year. Welcome.
When people first meet each other, they're a little sceptical. They're not quite sure of what is going to unfold.
7 months. Oh, you are fresh. Yeah. Welcome.
Miss Karen came to us and said, we have First Hike Project. Then I said, okay.
Just want to say thank you very much for coming.
I haven't been in Australian bush before.
If you see a snake, just stop. If it runs after you, run away. Yeah. You just got to run faster. Follow Ali, he's the leader. Yeah. Just for now.
Within the first kilometre, it's such a great leveller. Everybody gets the same amount of tired, everybody gets the same amount of hungry, and so all of our differences fall away.
It's sometimes the first time in years that it's all been lifted off and they've got not one thing to worry about.
It's just horrific, really, some of the things that these guys have been through.
I'm still living in Afghanistan, my family.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm alone here. For 1 month I come in Australia. Yeah.
In Ethiopia, I'm farmer. It's a difficult life is farmer.
Caleb has come here with an orphan visa.
I'm very relaxing in this environment with these people.
Okay, shall we? We are not tired because we missed the halfway. Yeah, we are just on the halfway.
I don't think you're even halfway.
We're not even on the halfway. Okay, we're tired. If we're not on the halfway, we're tired now. Oh my God.
Basically, I will introduce myself. Hi, my name is Ali and I'm 19 years old and I'm a boat person. Whenever First Hike Project come, I just cook for them. I was only 15 when I left Pakistan. Where I grew up, there was like every single day there was a bomb blast, target killing. Always I was wondering, I will be next. Whenever we go out to school or to the market, always we say goodbye to all the family because we don't have a hope to come back. I know a lot of people, when I met with them first, they have a wrong idea about boat people. They will keep saying, they're terrorists.
You know, I'm a migrant. I'm a Scottish, South African, Australian. I found the doors wide open when I came here, like, come on in, like, you're great. And not everyone experiences that.
Some of the country doesn't like refugees, and we feel like so sad about that because we don't have another choice.
It's disappointing when politics becomes the deciding factor and not humanity.
We just want to make another life here.
Yeah, change all the life.
Yeah.
The outside we have a different color, but from inside the blood is same. We all human.
We have done it.
Where's the door? Yeah, the door's here.
This guy had never been hiking, he'd never been camping, and when he woke up in the morning he was just shivering and he was freezing. He said it would be good if we had a blanket. I said, but we had the sleeping bag, and there was just that look on his face like, it was then that it dawned on me that he just slept next to the sleeping bag in the bag. We now take the sleeping bags out. You get in.
Zip it up. Sleep.
Farouk, as we've gone along, he explained to me that he'd been a second and third generation plumber, which was really interesting as I'm also a third generation plumber. Neil approached me about getting Farouk some work, and we did what we had to make it happen.
For my own future, actually, one of them is to be a good plumber. And the second one, to do something for the community, for everyone, not just for myself.
I visit 3 countries.
It would be an absolute understatement to say that Australia is better for having these young people. One young person that I was working with, and he got that little thing where they show you where your tax has gone. He was so excited that his money had gone to help, you know, elderly people and gone to help schools and gone to help hospitals.
There's not one that I've met that's just not so enthusiastic about being here and being in Australia and starting a new life and just pumped to get going. I think it just gave them the chance to be young again.
It's so simple, but it's life-changing for them.
Enjoy the rest of your hike, okay?
It's like one of the best things I have done in my life.
No more photo shoots in the forest, okay? Instagram is going to explode.
The support worker who'd been working with them before, she told us that the transformation that happened on that weekend was just something that she'd never seen before, you know? So it's...
We want to say thank you for them because they were so friendly when they welcome us here.
And that there could be us, with a different turn of the dice. That could be us, and I'm in a position where it's no big deal to put a hand out and give someone a hand.